Hey guys, this is the Megan Racing front subframe brace for a Scion XB or XA, the first gen Scion XB I should say. I believe it also fits a lot of other cars, specifically, let's see here, what's the box say on it? Oh, it only says Scion XA or XB, 04 to 06. Off-road use only, of course, because you wouldn't want to use something like this on the road. It would be terrible for your emissions or something. Okay guys, I'm going to show you how to install this Megan Racing front subframe bar on a 2006 Scion XA. It goes in like this actually, as the ooh, windy. I'll show you. We'll go underneath and I'll show you what the stock subframe parts look like, or the stock frame braces. The stock frame brace is this little bar that goes from here to here. The subframe near the steering knuckle to the unibody frame. And that's it. There's nothing that goes across to the other side from either point, except for this, of course, this subframe brace. But I mean the subframe. But the subframe isn't gonna. The part you want to support is you want to get all four of those connected together, not through the subframe. So what I gotta do is take 4 bolts out. This one, same on the other side. Remove these and then put the bar in there. The bar is going to go in there looking about like this. Set the camera down here. It's going to go in just like this, up on these bolts, like that. So it's going to sit underneath. It came with more hardware, new hardware, so I'm going to use the new hardware. Let's go ahead and take this one out. These are 14 mil. See what I mean by that's all there is. It's a hollow tube pinched on both ends. It'll support some, but geez, not a lot. So you can go over to the other side, pull that one out too. That wind today is bad. There it is. So this subframe bent, or this brace is bent on the end. This car may have been in a crash before that I was unaware of. I grabbed another one from my other car that was in a crash so I could compare it, and yes, this one's been squished right here. Goes that way. I take that back. It's just bent up weirdly. Grabbing hardware. New hardware. Hopefully this is 14, so I don't have to get another tool. Good. 4 bolts, 4 washers. No instructions, but that's fine. None needed. Very straightforward. Okay. So 14 bolts are just going in the bag so they don't get right in the threads. And then look out here. Thread in the first bolt. It's cold outside, guys. My nose is dripping. Sorry. So if anyone's been wanting to do one of these on their car, it sure livened up this car and made it a more of a race car than a economy car. It'll take corners like 10 times better with a frame brace under it. You can go around corners with the setup I have, frame braces and suspension. You can go around corners, I'd say 15 miles an hour, like 45 miles an hour with good tires, of course. And you gotta have your alignment done, you gotta have things done right, but it changes the dynamics of the car so much. Whoa, I went backwards. All right, other side. You know, is that hole bent? Shit, I think that hole's bent. Not only was it, oh, the frames are bent right there. Oh, lovely. It's just a tiny little ding. Just makes the hole offset, which isn't helpful, but let's see if we can get a bolt in it anyway. Oh boy. Wind. Come on. Straight, going straight. There we go. As straight as it can get, I think. Oh, that's not gonna work. No, not happy. That'll be fine, but this one, not happy. Fuck. Alright, here we go. Never seen this before. Never come across this problem. Well, I got a plan. I'm gonna go get my tap and die set. I'm gonna drop this back down. Or no, maybe I can do it without dropping it. Yeah, I think I can do it without dropping it. I'll be back. Okay, here's the pickle I've got. This hole here is it's kind of dorked up. The threads are dorked up. Looks like this car's been in a little bit of a wreck, and it got, the threads got, so the frame twisted a little bit here, just a tiny bit where the thread hole is. I think it got pushed by that bent brace, and so now the alignment's not quite right. I tried to run this bolt in and it started to tear itself up on the threads. Even though it was aligned well. I looked for my tap and die set, I found it, and it's only standard, and this is an M10, so that doesn't help me at all. So what I'm going to do is try to get you somewhere where you can see something. Try to hand thread this back in. I'm going to have to use this bolt. I don't have a right tap and die set, so all I was going to do was try to clean up the threads just a tiny bit, try and get it so that it's a little bit straighter. That looks like that's not going to happen, so we're going to just kind of get it as good as we can get and then run it all the way down, and that'll be good because this car is going to the junkyard after I'm done with it. I'm not going to be selling this car. I'm not going to worry about anything. I'm gonna try to run this in by hand, or with a hand tool, because I don't really like how that impact wrench was just tearing it up. I don't know. We'll see if we can get it in. It's pretty long. Oh. Still got, geez, it's pretty tight now, and I've still got quite a bit there, about half an inch. What do I do, guys? I send it? I'm just gonna send it, I think. I hope that goes all the way in. If it doesn't, then I'm screwed, and I don't know. Maybe the other bolt was shorter. And this isn't thicker by any means. Maybe we'll use the original bolt. How about that? Let's try that. Instead of just forcing this one in and making it horrible. And that does not like that thread. Okay. Okay. Here's the difference in length on these two bolts. Now, I was able to get that much thread in. I hope the shorter bolt will work for me a little bit better. Let's try it. Only difference between the two bolts is the length, and there's really, I'm not like gaining a ton of length here. So oh, all right, so that tightened all the way down. It still can tighten more, but that tightened to where I need it. All right. It's not going anywhere. All right. This side's in. Go to the other side. I'm contemplating using a shorter bolt on the other side too. See how far it goes in. Let's see, wiggle. Whoops, all right, those are in there. All right, guys, she's installed. Good, very nice. Let's look from the front, underneath. There you go, guys. Fully installed. That ties the left to the right, underneath the driver's seat, basically. Good deal.